Presentation on horror films. Most horror trailers follow the same conventions when it comes to their trailer. One convention which is kept the same in the trailer's structure is the green age board. This is done to help the trailer to conform to legal requirements. It then starts with a view of a character or characters who helps to explain what is happening. This is done to help to highlight the star appeal in the trailer, but also as a character profile to help the audience get a view of the characters. We then come to the fast-paced clips from the film. This is done to help create tension and excitement for the film and gets the audience in a mood where they want to go and see the film to see how it pans out. The lighting in a horror trailer is normally very dark and the colours are also very dark. This is done to create a very down and out mood, as well as to create a dangerous and horrific atmosphere. The editing in a horror trailer is normally done very fast, especially the cuts. This is also done to entice the audience and to increase the mood and atmosphere of the trailer. Finally, a horror trailer includes certain aspects of its viewing to help to create an enigma. An example would be for the mise en scène to finish on a cliffhanger, which would leave the audience in an excited mood and until want to go and continue viewing at the cinema. My main discussion trailer that I'm going to be talking about is a teaser trailer for Scream 4. Teasers are usually very short in length, which mine is. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds and usually contain little, if any, actual footage from the film. Mine contain quite a bit of footage. Sometimes it is merely a shorter version of a main theatrical trailer, which mine is. They usually release long in advance of the film they advertise. How does the trailer start? What are the first shots you see? The first shots that we see in the trailer is the production company, Dimension Films. We then see split-second cut shots of the main characters in the film. What is their purpose? The purpose of these first shots is to let the audience know of the main characters throughout the film, and also to give the production company name to allow the audience to know what production company the film is from. The genre. What is the film genre? Scream 4 genre is a hybrid. Primarily the film is horror, but it has also aspects of thriller and action, which makes up its secondary genre. How do you know? Which genre-specific codes and conventions have been used? I know that the film is a hybrid, mainly horror, because the dark lighting and colour gives the film a very dark feel, which we can associate with horror. Secondly, the hooded killer, Scream, gives it away that the film is a horror, as most horror films tend to have a murderous antagonist. Shots in the trailer also allow for a suspense-filled sequence that leaves you spooked when something finally pops up. Discuss any particular iconography in terms of setting, props, costumes and music, etc. The white screaming mask and the dark cloak/cape worn by Scream has a scary and horrific meaning which can be used as a convention for a horror film. What part do special effects play in the trailer in relation to establishing genre and narrative? In the trailer there is a part where a woman falls from a building onto a van. This is how special effects are used in the trailer. The special effects allowed the audience to see a woman falling from a great height and made that scene believable from the audience. Graphics and typography. How is text used to link together the narrative? E.g., does the title font reflect the genre and or narrative? In the Scream 4 trailer, the beginning 30 seconds just shows clips of the characters. After this we get a title saying, "One movie redefined fear." From this point on, we are told by two male characters how the new Scream should work. When do the titles appear and why? The production company titled Dimension Films is at the beginning of the trailer to say that what they are showing is by them. This follows the normal conventions of a trailer of this type. The actual title of the film, Scream 4, does not appear to right at the end, as to force the audience to watch the trailer to find out who the film is from. Discuss how stars are highlighted. The stars are highlighted in Scream 4 through close-ups of the characters. This is done during the first 30 seconds of the trailer as a character profile. Narrative and characters. What significant moments are shown in the trailer? Why do you think they were chosen? One significant moment shown in the trailer is when Scream is on top of a woman trying to put a knife through her chest. This is significant and I believe was chosen because it shows the whole plot behind the film of the hooded killer, as he is the main antagonist. Which significant characters are shown and why? Scream and Sydney are the significant characters in the trailer. Scream is shown as an antagonist with the white mask and black cape. Sydney is portrayed as a very timid woman who is obviously affected by her past with Scream. Does the narrative relate to Torodov, Barth's, Levi-Strauss, Proop, or any other theories we have studied? Narrative can relate to Torodov's narrative theory, where there is an equilibrium, a de-equilibrium and a new equilibrium. In the Scream 4 trailer we get the equilibrium where we have structured narration, the de-equilibrium where the narrative is all over the place. We do not have the new equilibrium in the trailer, as that is designed to be shown in the main film. Strauss's overall theory was that you have to have opposites. You could not have good without bad. You could not have dark without light, etc. Claude Levi-Strauss believed that for these to work, we need to have an opposite. In Scream 4 we have the good, the bad, the dark, the light, which helps the narrative of the trailer. The narrative of the trailer linear. Is it told in order beginning, middle and end? The narrative in the trailer is not linear, as it has not got much of a structure. The trailer includes clips from all parts of the film, and so has not got a beginning, middle and end structure. How is information about the plot and characters given? The information relating to the plot and characters for a visual profile them. This is done in the first 30 seconds, as we see the main character's profile. From then on we hear some dialogue from the characters, which help us to get a better view of the characters. What parts of the narrative plot are left unanswered? The audience need to guess particular elements of the film, which include who is the Ghostface Scream. This is one of the main unanswered enigmas in the trailer. Accolades and reviews. How are reviews and accolades used? Where are they from? There is no reviews in this trailer, but there is accolades. One of the accolades in the trailer, the film that redefined fear, is a title which the Scream series of films has built up over 3 previous films. It is a self-earned title. The other accolade, from Master of Suspense, Wes Craven, is an accolade which again is self-earned from his role as a director in all of the Scream films. When and where do they appear, and are they accompanied by a voiceover? If so, what effect do they have on you? The accolades come during the middle of the trailer and are accompanied by a music piece that is played over the accolade. This tense-driven music gives us a feel of the horror that is to come. The first accolade to appear is at the end of the character profiling scene and just before the narrative clips. The first accolade is the film that redefined fear. The second accolade is from Master of Suspense, Wes Craven. Appears after the scene where the woman falls and crashes onto the van. This is done as to show off what the director can do and what is in the film, what you can see. Editing and camera shots. It is a convention of trailers that they are fast moving, with quick editing and various camera angles. The information conveyed is very fast moving and requires the audience to focus completely on what they are watching and listening to. How is editing used to achieve action, drama and suspense? What type of edits, transitions are used? The editing is used to achieve a sense of suspense through the clips. The quick firing clips towards the end with Ghostface attacking the people is used to show the audience action and suspense as to what happens to the people he attacked. What camera angles and movements are used and why? There is a selection of different camera angles movements in this trailer. In the opening stages of the trailer there is a montage of close-up shots of the character's face. This is, as I said, to do with the character profiling and also to let the audience know the characters and their roles in the film. A mid-shot is used to show the Ghostface costume on a telegraph pole. This is done to state to the audience the main antagonist and what he dresses like. Towards the end of the trailer, when the Ghostface starts attacking, the The camera angle always seems to be looking up at him from the point of view of the victim. This is done as to highlight the significant status difference between them, with the victim being of a lower status and the ghost face being a higher status. At this point there is the use of fast cutting, which is used to give the trailer a sense of suspense and to leave the audience wanting to see more. How are the key characters highlighted? The key characters are highlighted with a close-up camera shot at the beginning, which acts as a character profile. The audience can easily distinguish between the protagonist and antagonist at this point. How is light used? When does the trailer use high key and low key lighting? During the normal everyday scenes in the trailer, it uses a bright light. This is to signify peace during these periods. However, when the ghost face starts to attack the victims, the lights go out and the scenes are dark. This is done to signify the death. What colours are used? Are they symbolic or representative of the narrative, themes and genre? The main colour used in this trailer is black. Black is the colour of the Ghostface's cloak, which is worn during the murders. The lightning is always dark during the view of the Ghostface, which signifies death. So, sound. Discuss where, when and how sound bridges, parallel, contrapuntal, non-diegetic and diegetic sounds are used in the trailer. There is the use of non-diegetic sound in the trailer. This is in the form of music that runs through the trailer. The music is done to give a dramatic feel. There is a lot of diegetic sound used in the trailer in the form of speech and basic sound effects. One example of the speech used in this trailer is the voice of the Ghostface over the phone. This is done to add a sense of anticipation, as the audience want to know who the new Ghostface is. Another example of diegetic sound in the trailer is the face-to-face speech between the characters. This is used to give the audience a brief understanding of the character's role. This is so for further adds to the anticipation of the trailer. Explain how voiceovers are used to create enigmas, share the tagline, advertise aspects of the story and or emphasize credit information. There are no voiceovers in the trailer, however in parts there is a part of a character speech which overrun the scenes with the Ghostface and the killings. This gives the audience an enigma, as it makes the audience wonder how the guy knows all of this. It also gives the audience a sense of who the antagonist is, as it could be anyone in that scene that is told about the killer. How does the voiceover engage the audience? Mention the script, vocabulary, whether any words are repeated or alliterated, use of opposites. The voiceover engages the audience by using quotes from the film, which stand out to the audience. How does the tagline engage and target the audience? The tagline engages the audience by telling them that this film is going to be different and better than the previous ones. It shows that there is a new generation and everything is changing. Who does the voiceover, a character from the film or a general narrator? What kind of impression does he make on you? In parts of the trailer, it is narrated by a character from the film. The character gives me the impression that he is obsessed by the Ghostface, and also gives me a suspicion that he is in fact the new Ghostface. What can you tell about the music used in the trailer? Is it dramatic, fast, slow, steady, loud, linked to a previous film, etc.? The music in the trailer is very dramatic, which helps to give the audience a sense of horror. The music plays a major part in the trailer, as it helps to create the overall mood and helps to create the tension of the trailer.